Hey, what's good, guys? Poli Popo here, and today what I want to show you is how to make a whole song on your MPCX. Basically, what we're going to do, I'm not going to have any drums in this. I'm going to make a sample. I'm going to use 5 plugins on one sequence, and we're going to make a nice little 8-bar loop. And then I want to show you how to stretch that out into a 64-bar loop with different parts of those tracks coming in and out. You can do this with your drums. For this video, we're just going to do it with plugins. So right when you get home, when you turn on your MPC, you're just going to go and hit empty project and then hit your plug in the middle. All we're going to do is use the plugins. We're not going to hit browse. We're not going to do anything like that. So if you just got your MPC and you just got done looking at it out of the box for like the day and a half that it takes, because it's beautiful, you set it down, turn it on, put your headphones in, and do this, and it works. And it's just a good workflow of how to get a good sample going, because you don't want to get all your work done and then your song not be able to get placed because the sample didn't clear. We don't want to go down that route, so we're going to go ahead and make our own samples. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to chop that sample up, opposed to making the sample and chopping it up is two different worlds. So this video, we're going to make the sample and then we'll chop it up in the next one. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the screen here so you can see what I'm doing. And I really hope that this brings some value to the channel and that this helps at least 1 or 2 people be able to have some fun with your gear. You got your gear and enough. Let's just... Alright, so here we go. We got sequence 1. We just turned on a brand new project. We're on sequence 1, track 1, plugin 001. All we're going to do here, let's say you heard a song and you want, let's check this out. Okay, so right here we're on sequence 1, track 1, plugin 001. This is going to be all we're doing. We're not messing with sequence at all. We're not even going to mess with that. You should be able to just block that. I don't even trip on that. That's for when you're sampling out later, okay? Right now we're going to use 5 sounds and make an 8-bar beat. We got 8 bars right here. If you want to go 4, we'll go 4. But I want to make a 64 bar. We're going to go 4 in this video, just for the sake of the video, so you're not here all day. This way you can go out and do your thing. So first thing we're going to do, we hit the plug. And we got the default. Now down here with the default, you can hit program edit. Right? Program edit. If you don't have an MPC, you can hit menu and go in here, and there's got to be a program edit somewhere in here. Pad mixer, list edit, browser, program edit. Okay, and it takes you into where you can hear, you hear how your pads right now, you see how the pads right now, they're all low. You got octaves, A, B, C, and D. I usually put mine on C. This way I can hear what's going on. Now, if you hit screen control, you can tune. Don't forget to, just like whenever you're messing with your samples, don't forget to mess with your sounds too. You don't just take a sample out of a song and put it in there. You got to mess with it. You got to flip it around and do your stuff. All right, so check this out. I'm not going to be using the pads to play, and I just wanted to show you when you hit the plug and then you go into, whenever you turn on your MPC, your sequence 1, track 1, you hit your plug in 1. Now you got default. You can change your sounds right down here. We're just going to use that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to use my keys to play. I'm going to go 4 bars. All I'm going to do is hit record. If I hit play, you're going to hear my metronome, which I got set low. That keeps me in time. That's the only drum that I'm going to use, and I'm going to wipe it out at the end. So now, to practice what I want to play, I can sit over here. after the record, I hit overdub. Right here. And when I'm done recording, I don't stop the play. I just hit overdub. This way it keeps going. You don't want to stop. Alright, so here we go. Let's put something down on track 1 as soon as it loops back. And keep in mind, I do have my quantization on, okay? I'll get hate for this, but I like to have my samples quantized, and then when I chop them, I unquantize them, alright? Because I can add swing or whatever I want to all this. Enough. See, I hit the overdub, now I can play. Alright? And when I want to record, I hit overdub. For my second track, we're going to do 5. Track 2, you got to add another plugin. Plugin 2. We're going to do 5, so let's add 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Go back to 2. Track 2. We'll change the sound. Something we like. That's all I'm going to do on this track. Because we're making a sample, we're not making a song. Track 3. And this is going to work. It's not about the song, it's the workflow, guys. Track 3, plugin 3. You can change these sounds whatever you want, but we're doing this right now. Track 4, plugin 4. You can change your plugins to whatever you want. You can add drums or whatever you want, but I'm not doing that. And the beautiful thing about a sample is you don't have to have it. It's a sample. So check it out. It don't matter. Track 5 is the last one. That's all we're gonna do on track 5. Alright, so check this out. Right now I have 5 tracks. On my channel mixer I got 5 tracks, right? That's a 4-bar loop. Let's say we want that to go 8 bars. What we're gonna do is go to sequence, hit the pencil, and hit double length 1 time. That's it. Get out of there. Now we're at 8 bars. Alright? So now if we wanted to play an 8-bar loop over this, which I guess we should, let's do that. We'll use this. And I'm going to play over 8 bars. And you could build up your whole song that way, but so now we got 6 tracks. Me, what I'm gonna 6 different variations because I want each track to shine. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a band, you got to give credit when it's due. If you're a real band, when you have a bassist playing and you're all on stage, you want to say, and now I got Bobby Roo on the bass, and he comes in. You know, not everybody gets their second. And Jimmy on the drums. Everybody has their second to shine. So that's what I want to do to my samples. If anything, I want to have my guitar and my drums, my sax playing at the same time. You know, just because to showcase those two at random. So what we're gonna do is hit the pencil under sequence. Now we're gonna mess with sequence. Alright? We got sequence 1, we're gonna hit the pencil. We're gonna copy it 8 times. Copy 1 to 2. Copy 1 to 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it. So check this out. I'm gonna hit track mute. Track mute's right underneath pad bank C. Or if you have a 1, you can hit menu. And it's in here, I know it is. Right here, track mute. So I got 6 tracks. On sequence 8, I want it to fade out. This is my last sequence. Sequence 7. It's the only time I'm going to stop. Sequence 7, see how it brings back all of my tracks? I'm going to mute these. Just at random so you guys can... We're making a sample, not a song. It's the same way how to make a song. But for us that like to chop it up, we're going to let it ride all there. It's going to hit hard there, and then it'll open up soft. We don't want... Let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 looks like it gets to play a lot. Okay? And that's without hearing. You can go through each one and hear it if you want to, but we're not doing that. So what we're going to do now is hit, we got 8 sequences. They're all going to play accordingly. Hit menu, song. We're going to insert those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And right here it says sequence 1, and you want it to say sequence 1. You can arrange them accordingly however you want. And you can scroll over to have them repeat. But we're just going to go right down the line. 4 to 4, 5 to 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now the most important part of this, if I convert this sequence, because this is what we're going to do, we're going to convert sequence 8. If we convert from here, it's going to give us 40 bars. From here, it's going to give us 16. So you got to have this highlighted. Don't do this and think that you're only going to get 16 bars. It's going to smash all these into 64 bars. So we got a 64 bar sample. Going to convert sequence 8 to 9, and then clear. Hit main. You go to sequence 9 and look at the bars. They're going to change. 64 bars. So here's the sample, and what I'm going to do is not worry about what that was. Sorry, honey. Input 1 and 2. We're going to go to resample, left and right, and we're going to chop this up. Bad tab. And hit play. We'll chop it up on the next video, okay? the same time, busted down to 8 tracks. We got a 64 bar. I can record everything I'm saying and make a whole song out of it, but this is the sample. No drums. And it's quantized after I chop it up. I'll just get the whole sample and manually chop it later. But that's what I'm going to show in the next video. Look, we're still not done with the whole song. The difference between doing this with MIDI tracks and drums, because you can sequence out your drums the same way, is with audio tracks you have to clear your regions. I'll do a video on that too. But for this video, I think that came out pretty good. So right on, guys, I'm Poli Popo. I really hope that that helps. And yeah, it takes a 8 bar, stretch it into a 64 bar. Now we got a nice little sample. This should be able to tap. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. Stop. I really wanted to sample that. We're going to set the sample length for 2 minutes 30 seconds. Arm it, hit play, beginning. And when I play this sample back, I won't quantize it, or my drums. Or maybe I'll send it to you and whatever, you can do that. I just wanted to show you the workflow. The reason why I do 64 bars is there's 64 pads on these banks. It just gives a nice, maybe you want that sample to be real long, play your drums. But you made the sample so you know where the chops can be. It's just endless fun. It's just good fun. I'm not going to do the whole. This is our sample. We're going to trim it. Threshold, so every time that a new sound comes in, it chops it. You can do it in the regions, what we're going to do. And I'm going to do 32 regions. It still gives me a nice, look at all that time I got on one chop. Get lost in that because I want to show you how to assign effects to each one of those and stretch this workflow. Now that we have our sample, I want to show you in the next video how to take your sample and make different chops, maybe on sequence 1 on new 1. For some reason. And on sequence 2 I want something else, and it's the same thing. I just you put your sequences individually when you're chopping. I'll show you. Probably tomorrow or the next day. Right on, guys. I'm Poli Popo. I am glad that you guys came by and checked out everything, and I will see you guys later.